Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm back. We're a little bit late, but we're gonna wrap up my November favorites. I have a lot, what feels like a lot anyway. All right, so let's start with random. I just have one or two, technically two random favorites that I'll start off with, and then we will get into clothes, beauty, fashion, all the things. So let's start with my little recipe book. So this is called This Is My Recipe Book. No, it's by Kenzie. Her little shop is shopfriendofmine.com. I got mine on the TikTok shop, but I wanted a book that I could write my recipes down for my sourdough. And I love how this is like set up. I think it's so perfect. Actually, I have an old recipe from my mom in here. But I use it specifically for my sourdough recipe. I've done sourdough sandwich bread, sourdough loaves, and then sourdough biscuits, and then my sourdough starter. I keep all of the details in here because before I was going to TikTok every single time and it was beyond annoying. So this is my first favorite, which leads me to my second one, which is my sourdough sandwich bread. I feel like I see so many people, and I say mine, it's not mine, I will leave the recipe down below, but I feel like I see so many people talk about a sourdough loaf, which is great, don't get me wrong, but there is something so great about sourdough sandwich bread, which I've become obsessed with. I couldn't get my kid to eat sandwiches for my life until I started making my own bread, and he's obsessed with it. So if you have not tried sourdough sandwich bread, so good and just delicious. I will leave like a little picture of my loaf because I'm actually in the process of baking one now, but this has been a game changer for me to keep track of my recipes, specifically for sourdough, and I love it, and it's cute. It would make a great gift as well. But yeah, she's Kenzie Elizabeth. If you follow her on TikTok, Instagram, all of that, YouTube, she's been around for a while, but I love her little recipe journal. All right, that's it for random. I told you I don't have much. Let's get into fashion. And I want to take a minute to thank today's sponsor, which is Fabrique. If you guys watched my like fall favorites type of video, I will throw it up in the cards. I mentioned Fabrique and I've been obsessed with their clothes, and you guys seem to really like them, so I'm back with another little haul from them and share with you what I picked up specifically for my like winter trip. We are going to the Netherlands, and I found so many great cozy things. So if you're unfamiliar with Fabrique, it's an amazing website that takes over 300 global designers and their brands and kind of puts it in one place for you to shop. I love that because there's such a diverse style in terms of the designer and where they're from and what their inspiration is. So you will see just a plethora of different styles and one for everybody. So they did provide me with a coupon code to share with you guys. So it is Kelly12, which will save you 12% off their site. And I'm going to show you the specific pieces that I got because there are some really amazing ones. I'm also going to talk about the artist that created these clothes and a little bit about them as well, because I think that part is super unique, and I don't know, in a world of Zara and H&M, it's kind of fun to have pieces that are unique and you know the quality and everything is going to last for years to come. You're basically getting luxury pieces at a more accessible price. I also love that a lot of them are limited edition, and once they're sold out, they are sold out. So you're getting a one-of-a-kind piece, which is extremely cool. All right, so the first item I want to share with you is the Daisy coat, which was designed by T. Krishniksville. This is made with ultra-light baby alpaca boucle texture, which enhances the style without adding like a ton of bulk. I also love that the quilted lapel undercollar is really just, I don't know, effortless and protects you obviously from wind. It's like a built-in scarf, if you will. But I love how stylish and just like cool it looks when it's all buttoned up. It has like higher side pockets to like elongate the silhouette and just provide an effortless style. Has adjustable cuffs, and then it has a smooth lining inside, which just is going to add to the comfort. All right, next up we have the Lena coat, which is one of my favorites. This was designed by Sam Frenzel. He is the former senior designer over at Chloe, and he also directed the Montclair Genius series. Now he leads the Cause women's wear line. His wealth of design and experience really shows in this coat. I think he blended the H-line silhouette with a huge shirt style collar, which I love, and the vintage inspired details with the buttons is just, it's brilliant. It's chic, it's functional, and it's perfect for layering. Honestly, I'm obsessed with it. So I love that you're able to get this like effortless style, but it's still super practical and just a beautiful winter coat. All right, next up we have the Tolerate straight leg trousers, which were designed by Jacques Way. He's been featured in Vogue. He's a French designer award winner, and he's also been featured in Elle. I love everything about these. These fit like a glove. The elastic back waistline. We have the hidden side pockets, which are sewn by hand to add a sleek, professional, seamless look, if you will. I love the pleats and the straight leg, which again, just adds to a very polished look. They have a full-length breathable lining which provides all-day comfort and warmth, made with a lightweight blend of wool, which just enhances the drape. I always talk about the drape. I love a good drape on a pair of trousers, and this almost has like a linen-like texture. And the color, this like tobacco brown, made with high quality materials, makes it super versatile, but also really nice because it's an easy wrinkle resistant type of fabric. All right, my next two pieces were designed by Colin McNair. He is a Max Mara alumni, and I love his Islay pullover. This sweater is stunning. I love that it's made with baby alpaca wool. If you've ever had a baby alpaca wool, you know that it's lightweight, but it provides warmth and comfort because it's not itchy at all. I love that there's 13 different colors in this jacquard weave, which brings a very Nordic feeling to it. It has a really relaxed silhouette, which is easy to wear. You can wear this very casually, or you can obviously dress it up. And being that it's made with wool, it has that advanced thermal retention, which keeps you warm in cooler temperatures, but also still super cute. Okay, the next one is the Jura shirt. You know I'm obsessed with poplin shirts. This is actually made with Japanese cotton poplin, which is resistant to wrinkles, so you don't have to worry about a wrinkled shirt halfway through your day. It's got extra long cuffs, which I just think just enhances to the style and makes it a little bit more interesting. It has side slits so you can tuck in the front or wear it completely out, and I like the really pointed collar at the top. It's a really cool visual intrigue to the shirt in general, and I love that it's a little bit oversized and kind of just really well designed. And then probably my favorite is the boxy style utility jacket. This is designed by Roman Dietrich, and he is really coveted for his Parisian styles, which I think shows in this coat. So this is a heathered herringbone weave, which catches the light for a subtle texture, but not super in your face. I love the relaxed fit with the dropped shoulders and the raglan type sleeve, which creates just like an overall relaxed and slouchy fit. The metal clasps are just so cool. They're aged, and they kind of give it like a vintage charm, if you will. I love the leather trim collar, and then the cuffs as well. You can flip them up, and it has a little bit of the leather, which just provides more of a modern, edgy type of look. This jacket overall is just constructed really well, and it's just an easy to care for fabric, which will last you forever. All right, then we have the Lorena plaid blouse, which was designed by Edward Crunchley. He spent over 10 years with Louis Vuitton and is now working with Dior and Fendi, so clearly I want to own a piece from him. His impressive fashion journey shows in his designs though. They are simple yet distinctive and laid back and quirky. So whether you're wearing this casually or dressed up to the office, people will definitely notice this shirt. So if you're a fan of his work at all, Fabrique is like 1/10 of a price that you would pay compared to the luxury pieces that he normally designs for. So you get that high-end flair without quite breaking the bank, and I just love the yellow and gray tinge to the shirt. So those are all of the pieces that I picked up from Fabrique for my fall, end of fall into winter wardrobe. You guys, they have some amazing pieces. I'll say these definitely are an investment piece, but I feel like you can feel good because you know you are supporting a designer who individually created this instead of just a conglomerate retailer. Again, they're using insanely high quality fabrics that are going to last you for years to come. So whether your style is similar to mine, you're bound to find something, or if you have a completely different style, they have a lot of street style and whatnot. So I definitely recommend checking them out if you have not already. And again, don't forget to use code Kelly12, which will save you 12% off of your order over at Fabrique. So again, big shout out to them for partnering with me on today's video. I got some great pieces, and I hope you guys check them out. All right, let's finish off this video. I've talked a lot, I know, with my beauty. I'll start with a couple of randomy bits. I guess this isn't random. It's still fashiony, or still beauty related. These are the JS Health Detox and Debloat pills. Are they detoxing you? That's a stretch. Do they debloat you? Yes, girl. First of all, I never travel on a vacation without these. They go like in the extra slot of my vitamins or I pretty much will take one every day, because these truly do help keep me going. You know what I mean? But not like crap your pants keep you going, okay? They're amazing. So over the holiday season, if you're traveling, I recommend these. I have used them quite a bit in the later half of November when like we were eating a lot and just all of the things, okay? These have been a lifesaver, and I'm going to be probably relying on these a lot more throughout the end of the year, okay? And I feel like I don't know if I've ever talked about these specifically, so I needed to mention them because I've taken them multiple days over the last couple weeks of November. All right, next up, let's talk about hair. Okay, so I have a couple of hair products. So the first one being these little gold ponytail little metal emblem type of, or not emblems, barrettes, if you will. I don't know. These are such a simple but fun way to kind of like elevate a pony, a half up, a whatever. Or if you have super long hair, to do like a bubble pony with these. I think it's just so cute. I showed them in a recent fashion video, which I'll throw up in the cards, but I just think they're such a fun way to elevate a pony. They have them in silver, they have them in gold. These are just two. I have another one, but it's like in my jewelry box, but I have been obsessed with these. I think they're just an easy way to kind of elevate and hide what would be a ponytail, I guess. I don't know. I'm obsessed with them. All right, this guy, I used it to curl my hair today. My hair is kind of falling because it's the end of the day, but this is my Hot Tools 1.5 inch. I realized I bought this like 3 years ago now. I looked it up at February of 2022, so we're almost into the next year. I love this. I love this when I have shorter hair. I love this when I have longer hair. It gives a very blowout type look to your hair. If I do not use my Shark, which I use my Shark most of the time, but if I don't, this is what I will use for kind of like just a rounded blowout type of look. Again, my hair it's falling. All right, we're just ignoring that. I hate when I talk hair advice and my hair looks like garbage because I'm just like, where are my credentials? But if you know, you know, okay? So this has been everything. I think you need a 1 inch, you need a 1.5 inch. And then if you want to, you need a Shark, but you don't need it. This is, if you set this with like rollers, you get the job done. It's so good. It's so good. I feel like I can touch up my whole head with this. I feel like I can achieve really like just a full bent under look or like a more of a blowout curl now that my hair is getting a little bit longer. But I love this. The Hot Tools, it is pricier than the Conair. So if you can find the Conair, go for the Conair. But I really enjoy that curling iron and I've been using it pretty much all month long, especially because I've been doing core power more. So I'll like wash my hair at night and then I'll be too lazy to do a blowout. So in the morning, I'll just use that to like give my hair a blowout look without doing the blowout, if that makes sense. Next up is my little volume spray, which I guess I could use that now because my hair is looking haggard. This is the Kenra, what's it called? Driver's Boost Volume. Like, did you just see that? We had to have all seen that. I just did it in camera. The Dry Volume Burst. This is the second one that I've gone through. My mom had this and then I inherited it and then I bought another one and I'm obsessed with it. It gives like, it's make a hairspray mixed with a texture spray. It's so good. It's so good. I don't have much left. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it as a favorite. I know I've mentioned it as an empties, but if you are looking for kind of a soft hold, but gives your hair like definitely some texture, some fullness. I use this when I do my Shark. I use this when I curl my hair. I use this whenever I just need a little, it's everything. Kenra does no wrong in my opinion, but this product is my favorite product they've ever done. All right, we're done with hair. Let's move on to nails, okay? Because you guys, I have finally mastered the gel manicure. If you guys wanna see a full at-home gel manicure routine, let me know. I've filmed bits and pieces before on my vlog channel, which let's talk about that. I've gone completely MIA off of that. But if you want to see a full gel nail tutorial, I have mastered. My last 3 sets have truly been the best. And I've been super into it. So if you want to see, let me know. First of all, I want to share my 2 favorite colors, and they're also recent colors. I started my gel nails at the end of summer and now we're into fall and winter, so I needed more colors, and I honestly don't know if I'll ever really go back to regular nail polish. I timed myself and found out that it takes me 45 minutes from start to finish. That's like manicuring the nail, prepping the nail, to finishing it, and then being able to hop in the shower. It's just something you cannot do with regular polish. I just love how fast and just like shiny it stays forever. So then D&D polishes have been my all-time favorite. This is the one I have on my nails right now, which is Cherry Mocha. Such a good one. D&D, what, 75? 75, so good. The other one, I was looking for like the perfect deep, kind of vampy red, almost like a slight tinge darker than OPI's Big Apple Red, which is just like a true red, but this is called Boston University Red, and this is their 429. This is the perfect like dark red, but not too dark. Bright, but it's everything. It does not look anything like the top, so just keep that in mind. I feel like neither does the Cherry Mocha. Maybe it does, but this does not look like that, and the container. Anyway, also though, in terms of gel nails, this has been a game changer as well. This is the, I'm not even gonna try to butcher the name, but it's a gel nail polish remover. It's basically paint thinner for your nails. Do I think it's good for you? Probs not, okay? I don't use it every single time I do my gels because typically I'll do like 2 fills. I'm not removing all of the builder gel and everything every single time, but this stuff, magic, magic. Toxic, probably. Toxic as all can be, but so good. Basically just melts, peels off your nail polish, okay? I only use it for gel. It's so good. And yeah, I feel like it's better than like just buffing your nails to oblivion and then you have like paper thin nails. This kind of helps keep your nails strong in between gel coats. So it's everything. If you're struggling with removing gel polish or don't know how to do it or do not have the patience for like the cotton balls, I cannot. I don't know who I thought I would. I can barely let this wait on my, I think you have to wait for 5-6 minutes. I can barely do that, okay? I have zero patience when it comes to that. So this has been incredible. And then last but not least, I guess we have a skincare favorite. If you watched my Sephora Beauty, their Rouge sale, I picked up the In Beauty Extreme Cream. I love this. You guys, I love this so much. I only use it at night. I don't use it as a daytime moisturizer. This apparently has bioretinol, peptides, and ceramide complex. I don't know why I said apparently, it does. But this is kind of just like a powerhouse. I have stopped using retinol just straight on my face at the moment. I just feel like, I don't know, it just so easily disrupts my barrier. This, I feel like I get very glowing, very plump, very just good skin without any sort of compromise to my barrier. This is worth it, you guys. It is apparently a dupe for the Augustus Bader or whatever cream. I feel like I'm going through it though. It's a reusable one, which I love. I use about 2 to 3 pumps, which I think is what you're supposed to do. Doesn't say. 2 to 3 pumps on my skin at night. Like I said, I've been using it with their elastic skin, whatever. I'm still on the fence. I think I love, but we're giving it a little bit more go. This instantly knew I loved. It's thick, but it's not, it doesn't feel thick, but in the morning your skin is glowing and it's thick enough, if that makes sense. Because I used to be somebody who needed like gobs, like you needed to be able to scrape it off my skin. And that's just not the case with this. It's so good. So if you've been on the fence with them, they are always running sales on their actual site. Like I said, I bought this during the Rouge sale, but they have really good bundle deals as well on their site. And I want to try more things. So if you have tried anything else from In Beauty, besides their green, their vitamin C, I didn't love that. But if you've tried anything else, let me know. I'm curious about the eye cream. So that is it, you guys. Those are all my November favorites. That was a lot. We were here for a minute, okay? I gotta go pick up my kid. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, big shout out to Fabrique for partnering with me on today's video. And if you guys did not check them out in the last video that I talked about them, I highly recommend browsing their site. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I wanna know what you've been loving for the month of November, and I will see you in my next one very, very soon.